Good morning and welcome to Global TV on Global Morning. Well, you might be wondering what we are doing here this morning. But today is a very special Children's Day edition where we are not just your guest, we are your host. And this morning we are discussing on an important national topic, are children being prepared for the future? I'm your host, Omokaro Giana. I attend African Child College and I'm in JSS3. I enjoy arts and craft, reading, learning new things, and I'm excited to host today's Children's Day special. But of course, I'm not alone. Joining me today is my co-host,
Additional Heritage. I attend African Child College and I'm in SS2.
and
Bolanle Elliot. I also attend African Child College and I'm SS1.
thank you very much. So, how are you feeling being on global television today?
I feel very happy. I feel opportune to be here and I am excited to what's coming today and the series of questions. And I feel happy and excited.
Thank you very much. What about you?
I also, for one, feel excited, ecstatic. I'm also proud of myself that I am here and also I'm a co-host.
Thank you very much. Now, here is the question. Let's begin. Are Nigerian children being prepared for the future? What do you think, Heritage?
Oh, I think that yes, they are, but to an extent. Because in some schools, children are being equipped with skills other than the academic aspects. We have trades, like in my school, we have different trade and skill subjects like GSM, where they teach you how to repair phones, and horticulture on how to plant crops. And I feel they need to be equipped with these skills. But yes, they are being prepared for the future. But some schools and some parents lack this ability to prepare the children for the future. They are trying their best, but in some cases they don't try. And the children having this mentality that the parents are supposed to always provide for them, not knowing that what may come in the future is not to be expected. But I feel like they are being prepared to an extent, but they need to be prepared more. They need more equipment, more management skills, more skills per se. Yeah.
That's a very interesting opinion. Thank you very much. What about you, Elliot?
I'm just going to add to what she has said. Like she said, parents are not taking care of their children well enough. Because as it seems today, there are trades in our school, there are ICT labs, but I'm not sure Nigerian children are being prepared for the future, because in most schools there aren't ICT labs, there aren't labs for any other thing, and in some schools no trade and no use of equipment.
I understand very well. Thank you very much. Now, on to the next question. What do you think Nigerian schools are mostly lacking in the aspect of tools, education, and emotional well-being?
They lack, in my opinion, some schools lack these facilities to take care of these children, to ensure them proper upgrading and proper education. Like, imagine a school not having a biology lab, physics lab, where practicals can be done. How do you think these children will have the proper education to be able to do this in the future without any help? It's not proper. They need these tools. They need the basic tools like labs. They need infrastructure. They need an ICT lab, computer. Because we're in the digital age now. Most things are being done online. We have a lot. In my school, they teach coding. I feel like this should be enforced in most schools. They need these tools. And for emotional well-being, I feel like every school should at least have a guidance counselor for the children to speak with. They should have male and female. They should be able to communicate with the students. Some things they can't tell their parents, because most parents now are busy with work in the economy. So they need these guidance counselors to be able to speak to the children, where the children can go to tell them their problem, tell them their issues. They need to be able to communicate with these people. So I feel like most schools should have this, and a room where students can go to just relieve their mind from the stress, the pressure they're being put on academically. They just need all these. They need the GCs, they need the tools, the equipment for proper education system and
well-being.
facilities and the well-being too. They
Thank
need
you.
to be taken care of because children will always be children and they are the future leaders of tomorrow. So they need these things for proper upbringing so that they can rule the country tomorrow in a good way and we shall enjoy from their labor and and we shall be profited too.
Thank you very much. Now, what do you think, Elliot?
Well, my co-host already said it all. What she said, I'm just going to add to it. Most teachers do not care whether the students are learning. They just enforce the theoretical part. They don't actually explain to the core because most students might not understand the teacher's way of explaining. As long as one student understands, the teachers believe all students understand.
Thank you very much. I agree really, really strongly. Now, on to the next question, but this one is a bit deep. Are children being emotionally supported enough by their parents in the aspect of school and education? What do you think?
Well, most parents try their best. They try to talk to their children, but they have inflicted this fear of when they do something wrong to tell to their parents. They find it hard to
Yes.
speak to their parents. So I feel like they should not just put pressure. They should not compare their children with other children because some children can be lacking academically. They can be falling behind. The parents should try to communicate with their children. What's the problem? Because these same children, if they are just being harsh on, they're just being ridiculed every time, these children will end up being the bad ones in schools, being the undisciplined, skipping classes because they feel like they are not they don't care what happens again. Their parents have spoken to them anyhow, but these parents need to take care of their children. They should try to communicate with them. They should not just assume it's their fault when something happens. They should not compare them to other students that are doing well. They should know the problem. They should know the issue. Because these children, if they are being harsh on, they can be emotionally traumatized and feel so bad. They just want to like separate themselves and just be alone. And this is not good. So parents should really try and take care of the children emotionally and care about their emotional well-being. Some parents are actually trying, but these children feel like so much attention and end up being spoiled. But parents should have a limit to the way they take care of the children, the way they address them. They should know that this is their child, and even though they are wrong, even though they are going to like sugarcoat what they did, at least they should tell them the truth and also be kind to them and make sure that these children have someone to fall back on when something happens. So they should just care about their emotional well-being, but they should not be over it. Like if a child is being rude to a teacher in school, they will be like the teacher is the problem. They should know what the child did to.
It should not be oversoft.
Yes, they
Thank
should
you very much.
also care for this child and know what the child is passing through. The child may be bullied now, but acts tough at home. They don't know. They should really try and communicate with their children.
Thank you very much. Now, what do you think, Elliot?
Well, most parents might not actually understand what their children is going through because they are busy with work, office, politics, and all other aspects of working. But in some cases, some parents manage to at least show their children little assistance in emotional well-being. Like now, in my own family, they used to help me in everything, but not too much. Because as I am like this, I go through most of the time emotional traumas because I was once bullied.
I understand. Now, well, I personally think that some parents don't really expose their children mentally or emotionally. Some parents may have unfulfilled dreams or careers as children, so they place all the pressure and their expectations on the child. All the hope that they had onto themselves, they will place it on the child, and that can pressure the child or stress and overwhelm them. And it can be very emotionally exhausting. For me, children need encouragement, understanding, and support, not just pressure to succeed academically. We need to pay attention to what's happening in our children's lives because some of them may be passing through things that neither of us parents may know. I think that it's best for parents to once in a while sit their children down and ask them, how have been school? What are you doing? How your academics been? So they can understand their children more and see what they really need in their life. That's my opinion. Thank you very much. On to the next question. Now, this one is a bit lighter. If you became the Prime Minister of Nigeria for a day, what would you change in the schools and educational system?
If I was to become a prime minister for a day, I would make sure all the schools have these facilities to help with the children's educational system. Like I said earlier, the labs they need to, practicals, and all these facilities they need for. Because we're in a digital age, I will keep on saying this. We need these things. Because now you don't see teachers writing on the board anymore in this we don't see them abroad writing notes on the boards. They just see them. We send notes online. We need to enforce this. Like these facilities are needed in all the schools. We should make sure a child has a laptop. But depends on the class, because we can't be giving a second grader a laptop. But we need all this, and I would make sure that all these children have guidance counselors in their schools, because children are passing through a lot. They see things, they know things. We need these people for them to be able to talk to. We need them for them to communicate with the child, find out what's wrong with the child. And I think the educational system, the teachers too, we need a teacher. You can't see a teacher studying mass comm in schools and teaching chemistry in a secondary school. That is not good. We need teachers that study these courses, and that's what they are teaching in these schools. We don't just want them to just bring a random teacher because the sub teacher is gone or something. We need these teachers that are actually experienced in this field they are about to teach, and that's what I would do if I were to become the Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Now, Elliot, what would you do if you were the president?
So the first thing I would do was that I would increase the pay rate of the educators. Because how would a teacher teach students if they don't have enough salary to even come to school? And also, I would remove the age limit for WAEC and JAM. Because as it is today, you have to be 16 years of age in order for you to write JAM. But I would make sure that it is scrapped, it is removed, that as long as you have the intellect and the smart in order
intelligence.
Yes, in order for you to write and you want to showcase it, just do it.
I agree very strongly. If I was president of Nigeria, I think I would also raise the pay rate of the teachers, because the teachers are the ones that is building the futures of each and every one of the children. And how can a teacher teach when they cannot even sustain themselves? How can they sustain the leaders of tomorrow? Children that will lead. It's not possible. So I think we should really focus on the teachers' pay to be able to have a stable future for all children in the world. Now,
so about the teacher pay, like most of these teachers, they are stressed a lot, because you can see some students that act as nuisance in the school environment. If you were to increase the money, the payment of these teachers, yes, they would try and do better, but some of these children are proving it hard for these teachers to be able to teach them properly. So I think it is a good thing to do, but like these children too need to be talked to. They need to be around, and I think teachers should have counseling meetings to know how they would cater for these children that are proven to be nuisance in the school.
Thank you very much. Now, on to the next question. What is something that you really like about our school?
Oh, my school. There are a lot of things I love about my school, African Child College. I like our education system. The way teachers, no matter how a child proves to be hard, a teachers try their best. They provide extra classes for the students in order for them to do well. I like the fact that we have these labs, these facilities that we need to be able to build up a child. Like now, we had a biology practical. Personally, biology is my favorite subject. Biology practical. We saw a liver, and I was so intrigued. But if we didn't have these facilities, that wouldn't have taken place. So I like my school about that. And we have GCs, we have guidance counselors, we have both male and female, the male for the male students and the female for the female students. And also, our school try our best to make sure the students grow up in the right facilities and enable them with all the tools and equipment they need to be grown. They need to excel well in their studies. And we have a library. A library brings a lot of fortunes because now they give you an assignment. Maybe your parents are not financially able to cater for this, your textbooks and all the other things. You go to the library, you see books where you need to use them, and you can do your assignments on time. Those are the few things I like about my school.
Thank you very much. Elliot, what do you think?
But what I think is that my school, I love the way our teachers explain to us. Like for me, maths is my favorite subject. And I really love how the man explains to us by using everyday things. Yes, and also I like the fact that we have a lot of facilities, we have labs, we have libraries, we have computers for ICT, and also, earlier I said that most teachers don't care whether the student understands or not. But in my school, our teachers do care whether the students understand.
Thank you very much. For me, I love the fact that my school has a lot of libraries and books. I think that children should also focus on their imaginative perspective. See, all these people that created these great inventions today, they had the vision and the imagination, and that's what books can give to a person. The books can give a child the ideas to do wonders. For me, I think book is a very good thing to have in every school. Whether it's a storybook, whether it's a textbook, whatever book it is, I think that a book is just a very good way to make the child's mind capacity grow. Thank you very much. Next question. What is the one thing parents do that doesn't really help the children academically or mentally?
Ask me first.
What do you think?
What I think is that judge the children at any slightest bit of failure and comparison to their elders, to their seniors, yes, to their colleagues, and be like, wait, is that not that girl? That girl has been passing you since. What a disgrace you are to this family. And also over pampering. Yes. Because if children are over pampered, they will lose social gestures and they will feel like they are on top of the world.
Thank you very much.
I personally feel like some parents they hide their children from society. They don't let them have friends, social events. They don't go for this. Maybe a school's having an event, they'll be like, no, you stay at home and read. And the pressure too. Some children the pressure placed upon some students are really much. Most of the students grow up that if they're not the first, they're not the best. They feel like my peers doing better than me. They grow envious of their peers. They have hatred towards those students doing better than them. And these students and the parents, as I said, pressure too. Pressure is a really bad thing on students. We are children. We need to grow our mind and our social life too. Most of the students, when they're in secondary school, if they are not if they don't have this privilege of going for these things, when they go to university, these are the same students that will be going for parties, riots. These are the students that will try to live their life as soon as they can and want to leave their parents.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us today, sharing your thoughts and important discussions. Today, let's wait for us as we go on this break. Thank you all very much for joining us today and sharing your thoughts on this important discussion. And to every child around the world, your voice matters, and your dreams matter, and your future also matter. Happy Children's Day, and thank you all for watching Global Morning on Global Television. Have a wonderful morning and keep believing in the future.
Attention Nigeria! Something big is about to happen on global television. Something's about to happen on global television. A platform known for powerful conversations, breaking news, and national conversations that shape society.
But this time is different.
It's Children's Day! Yay! 27th of May, children will be taking over your screen for one special broadcast.
Oh yes, this Children's Day, we are running the show.
From news to sports to national discussions, children will lead conversations.
Because we're not too young to think, we're not too young to speak, and of course, not too young to lead conversations. So, tune into Global Television's Children's Special broadcast on 27th May. It promises to be exciting, emotional, funny, powerful, all at the same time. And who knows, you may just hear something you're not expecting from your children. I mean, something positive. Tune in.
Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times 276. You can also follow us on our social media platforms at Global TV NG.